Hi, this is Shoma, segment 9 with the talk with Shoma. How are you, everyone? Hopefully, you all doing good. Today, what I said, I'm gonna start from there, which is so finally, my a baby born, and she was a pretty beautiful girl. God blessed me with, and I really appreciated God so much. That changed my life, and change that I saw in my ex-husband, that going over there spending all the money, and I felt like, okay, the baby changed my life. And at the same time, um, my other life, which is my married life, pretty much changed too. And I was keep praying to God to keep it that way. But that's not what happened. Why? He spent so much money. I was thinking where he was getting all the money, where I was working 2 jobs. And when I came back, he was pretty much worried and angry that he has to work alone and take over the whole house. And now I'm leaving, and how he's going to be doing it. Pretty much he has to work. That's what the main problem was. But then going over there, spending all the money, I thought, okay, the guy got a lottery maybe. Anyway, but he was very happy. He was showing it to my family, my parents, my sisters, my relatives, everybody, how rich he was. So anything I tell them, it's not going to work anymore. Anything, I was there for 6 months. I didn't tell anything. I couldn't tell because nobody's going to believe it anyway. Now he went there spending all the money, taking care of the baby, taking care of me. Now nobody's going to believe it anyway. So thank God, one way I didn't say anything to my parents. Anyway. We were pretty busy as soon as he left with getting a visa for the baby, coming in this country, back with the baby. After that, everything went smoothly fine, came with the baby smoothly, and his family was very happy. Couple of weeks gone, then I started seeing his real face again. He was telling me his sister and mother is going to take care of the baby. So I really don't have to stay home with the baby. I need to go back to work. It's very tough for him to take care of it. And at the same time, he told me how much loan he has to get me and my daughter from overseas. He spends so much money now. He has so much debt. So I have to again start from the beginning. So nobody told him to spend that much money over there. Nobody told him to make all the show off. I worked so hard last 5 years, actually 6 years, to pay off everything, come up to here. And now he put me in the same place again. But anyway, went back to work. And I really can't see the baby anymore. I miss her so much. All day, all night, working and working. In between, I spoke to my workplace. I take two off, like one for half an hour and another one is my lunch time, and I come and feed her, and plus I come and give her a shower and all of this while she was baby. When she got a little older, then I can't take any more off from work. It became little I became a manager of the company, so my responsibility gone very high, and I can't take off anymore. I have to work 14 hours straight from morning to night, and a whole family, which is there was a lot of members in the house. Nobody give the baby a shower or anything. So at 10 o'clock, I come home and I have to give the baby a shower, cooking, shopping, everything. The same schedule till my daughter was 5 years old. I'm sorry, 4 years old. Excuse me. When my daughter was 2.5 years old, what happened? I was going to work. I really worked so hard all my American time, which is since I came in this country till the day, which is when my daughter was 2.5 years old. It's just so much hard work, lifting, carrying, doing everything. Abused myself so much. I really didn't take care of myself at all. I always had a pain on my body, which is back pain. This pain, I don't even know where is all the back pain coming from. And I had a pain medication was going on, and then pain medication you have to pretty much stay home if you take it at daytime. So on, but I really can take rest with those pain medication. I still have to go back to work. So I was driving to work one in the morning when my daughter was 2.5 years old. I got a car accident. By the way, in the meantime, I have a small car. Because I have with the baby, I was coming back and forth, and reason I had to buy a car, and I got a car accident. With that car accident, car got total damage, and I was out of the car. The car belt was actually took my pretty much half of the neck split. So they couldn't even do anything about it. So I was living with a wound, open skin, dressing myself, putting a medication myself, crying and doing at the same time. Plus my broken bone on my back, herniated disc, pinched nerve, all of those. I can't even walk, became a handicap. Insurance company, it's not my fault actually. The company that I was working, the company truck actually hit my car, took one lane to third lane and pushed it to the electric pillar, which made it the car total damage. And I was out of the car on the actually pretty much hanging outside. And I was in the hospital, and first thing when my sense came, I heard my husband, which is my ex-husband, start calling the lawyer to do the lawsuit and stuff. And he was telling me, anything I do, it's for our family and you and your daughter. So when the attorney comes, you just have to say yes on everything. All right. Again, treating like a puppet. Now I became a handicap. I can't even work. I don't even have a money, job, nothing. My daughter was so scared to come to me. She wasn't coming to me because she was scared of all the blood, ripped skin, and the wheelchair situation. She was really afraid, but she used to come and give a hug, but I was feeling it. She wasn't comfortable. I felt so horrible, and those are the time my case was going on and on and on for 2 years. After 2 years, when the case settled, my ex-husband claimed that he couldn't work because of taking care of me. And his mother couldn't do anything because mother had to take care of my daughter. His sister couldn't work just because the sister had to cook and take care of the house because I was a handicap. So the money got split to 4 different people now. And I am the one who is handicapped. I am the one who really can do anything. So I didn't get nothing. All the money, he says everything is gone just because a lot of medical bill and all of these, and a small something, whatever here, he had to give it to the people who was helping. In the meantime, I wanted to tell you another thing. 5 to 6 months later, my ex-husband actually told me that I'm a burden for him. He is the one who has to work, take care of house, kid, everything. I cannot go back to work anymore. So he thought I will be paralyzed all my life. I will be like that, and he has to take care of me. So he told me to find my own way as soon as my case is done. And every day torture, every day, one after one, I just couldn't take it from the whole family. Instead of coming and helping me out, and these are the people that I was helping with. I take off from work to take his mother to a doctor. I take off from work to take his father to a doctor. I take off from work to take both of them to the hospitals or this place to that place. And when I was lying down, no one was there for me. I learned so much, and at that time, not that I wasn't before, but before situation was different. Now I looked at my death so closely, and I know that if I die, there won't be no one with me. So with my limping leg, couldn't even walk without a stature, I started going. I wasn't allowed to drive. I take a lot of painkiller. I took a bus. I walked so far to take a bus. I went to the mall and I looked for a job. And they took an interview and they told me that you have so much experience, I cannot pay you that much. So the money I was making, they were going to be offering me half of the money. Still, I accepted it because I don't want to go back home and take mental torture anymore. So I took the job. I came home. I told them I have a job and I'm going to be making this much money. And now he's telling me, if you work, our case is going to be weak and I'm not going to get that much money. And I says, too bad, I have to work. I cannot stay home. I cannot take your mental torture. I cannot take your abuse. I'm getting really a depression and a psychological problem. So to order to stay in my track, I have to work. He says, how are you going to go? I'm not going to drop you and pick you up or anything. I said, that's fine. I'm going to take the bus. You going to take the bus with limping? I says, that's fine. My boss knows that I'm going to be sitting and I will be taking care of his business. So it's okay. Anyway, so the after settlement, he took all my money. And I told him, listen, you took all my money. You said your mother needed money, your father, your sister, everybody worked hard for me, including you. And I am the one with the pain, but I have one thing to ask from you. You need to take me to my parents. I was almost dead, almost died. I didn't know I could have come back, but I did. Now I want to see my mom and dad. Can you take me there? He says, okay, from your money, that's all I could do for you. I says, but I'm not going to go with you. I'll be going alone with my daughter. He says, that's impossible. Anyway, that's all for today. Stay tuned. Do not forget to subscribe and like my channel. If you have any question, please message me. I gave yesterday my personal email address. And any question, we go from there. Thank you so much. Have a great day.